What's good, everybody? This is part two of the MVP tier list of Dragon Ball Z. We are now in the Saiyan Saga, so now we'll be ranking who was the most useful to the most useless, and remember there will be one unanimous MVP of this arc that I felt like was the essential piece, the defeating the Saiyan. And just a refresher, and I'm gonna try to keep this refresher going each video, but it's gonna be a lot. Hopefully you guys stick to it. But this is a tier list of only the Z fighters and how useful or essential or how critical to the arc they were in defeating said group or said villain in each arc. This one is the Saiyan Saga. My favorite arc of Dragon Ball, still to this day. Just watched it recently, and it's still a fantastic arc. A lot of aura, a bunch of shit going on. So, let's get into the MVP. The MVP tier list. And remember, on the tier list, we always got to start with Goku. This is only the heroes that we'll be doing this for, and how essential it was in the defeat of the Saiyans, Vegeta, Nappa, and Raditz. Well, not Raditz really, but Vegeta and Nappa, and how important it was to it. Okay, so where is Goku placed on this? Goku is not the MVP of this arc, but I will give him an S. Goku is very critical to the arc, so he has to be at the top, or at least the top of the most useful niggas in the story on default. He was one of the reasons how Raditz got defeated. He did hold Raditz and did kill himself. Well, didn't kill himself, but let Piccolo kill him and Raditz for the defeat of Raditz. If Goku did not show up to defeat Nappa, Nappa was gonna beat everybody. He was already beating everybody, and he had just killed Piccolo, so it was only Krillin and Gohan left. So if Goku did not show up, it would have been a wrap. Period. It would have been a wrap. Nappa would have just won, and even if Krillin and Gohan did manage to defeat Nappa somehow, they still would have to run into Vegeta where they weren't going to win. The reason I don't put him in the MVP status in this arc is because he did lose. He did lose. He was exceptional, but he did lose, and he was not the key piece in actually defeating Vegeta. And you know, yeah, for being the big bad. He did lose. Some people want to say, well, Goku didn't really lose. Shut the fuck up. He admits it himself. He says, you know, Grandpa, he says this, and I quote, "Grandpa, this guy is insane. I admit defeat." He says this. He said, "I can't fight no more. I'm defeated. I'm totally defeated." So you niggas that think Goku didn't really lose it, no, nigga, he lost. So he lost. Period. He lost. He did not beat Vegeta. Okay. So Goku was essential in that. He was essential in helping defeat this. He was essential for helping defeat the Saiyans. He wasn't the key reason why Vegeta lost, though. But also, to be fair, I have to give him the benefit of the doubt. If he didn't do as much damage as he did to Vegeta, Vegeta would have mopped the floor with every single person on there. So Goku has to get his credit. He is at the top of S. Okay. Who are we gonna go next? Chaozu F. Chaozu F. He basically just killed himself for no reason. he He basically killed himself for no reason. I understand he was trying to protect Tien, but it ultimately came to nothing. He didn't do no damage at all. He just died. This is the second arc in a row he died like a piece of shit. Chaozu is at F. Yamcha is at F. Yes, Yamcha's at F. Yamcha's at F because he was so confident in beating all the Cybermen. He got distracted and ended up dying to the same Cyberman he thought he beat and ended up losing or a draw. But Yamcha, he instantly got into the battle and instantly fucking died. He was trash. Tien was... I gotta give Tien a D at least. I have to give Tien a D at least. Because he did defeat one Cyberman. He did put up I would say, a semi-decent fight against Nappa when he raged out. But ultimately, did that accumulate to anything? No. He tried the final tri-beam. It did some damage to Nappa. So I'll give him D. Piccolo. Piccolo, I'll have to give a B. Piccolo, I'll have to get a B. He's up there because he was essential in like game planning a lot of the situations that were going down in the Saiyan Saga that he tried to do. Some of them did not come to fruition, like him thinking that, you know, Nappa's tail was weak, and that ended up failing. But he was a very valid game planner. He was getting very good opportunities at attacking Nappa. And he did save Gohan, but well, yes, that I was about to say that wouldn't have been important if Gohan died, but no, it is important because Gohan was the reason why, you know, he was the reason why Vegeta was defeated. He was the reason why he was defeated, even though it was on pure accident. He was the reason why he was defeated. So I'll give Piccolo a B. Krillin, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I gotta give Krillin an A. I gotta give Krillin an A. Krillin did a lot, bro. I know people like to give Krillin a lot of shit. Krillin did a lot. Krillin did a lot in a short amount of time that he had. For example, he took out most. He was the one that took out most of the Cybermen. He took out 3 Cybermen in one attack. There were 6. Tien took out 1. Piccolo took out 1. And the other one killed himself fighting Yamcha. And then Krillin took out the other 3 by himself with one attack. He took out the other 3 while Gohan was getting attacked. He saved Gohan and was actually putting probably one of the best. He was probably doing the best out of probably everybody against Nappa before Goku came. It was either him or Piccolo that did the best. He did extremely well against Nappa, even though Nappa still was overpowering him and still like fucked him up. And also, Krillin almost killed Nappa. He almost killed Nappa. He almost killed Nappa with the Destructo Disc. That would have 100% cut his head off. And he used the Spirit Bomb that hit Vegeta. That did fuck him up a little bit to where Vegeta was at his lowest point. So yes, I have to give Krillin an A. Gohan. You guys probably thinking, well, since Gohan is the reason why Vegeta lost, he should be the MVP, right? Not exactly. Not exactly, because I'm gonna say this. A lot of the times in the arc, Gohan was just in the fucking way. He was in the way, and he cost a few niggas their life. I'm not gonna say their life. When he was having his, his panic attacks and shit, that cost a lot of things. They had an opportunity to probably attack Nappa and probably get the win. It's not guaranteed if they would have got the win or not, but he froze up. So Gohan was in the way of a lot of shit. If it wasn't for him turning into a Great Ape and, crushing Vegeta itself, I probably would have put, Gohan in F with Chaozu and Yamcha. But he did essentially was the reason why Vegeta was defeated. So I would give, I have to give Gohan a C. I have to give Gohan a C for the shit he done, because what he did was weighed out, because some of that shit probably could have been avoided if he wasn't bullshitting a lot. Gohan was like bullshitting a lot. He was very scared, and it's understandable because he was fucking 5 years old when this shit happened. But that shit was laid out. So the MVP of the arc, I'm pretty sure you guys know now. Undeniable. Yajirobe again for the win. Yajirobe again is one of the most important niggas in the arc. Yajirobe was 100% the MVP of the Saiyan Saga. Oh my. You gotta understand why I actually feel this way. Some people might feel differently. I feel this way 100% because without Yajirobe being there at that moment where he cut Vegeta's tail, Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball itself will be looking totally different right now. Vegeta would have 100% won if it was not for Yajirobe. Vegeta was mopping the fucking floor with every single person on that battlefield. And it was a 4v1. Counting Yajirobe. Well, not really a 4v1 because Goku was out. Goku was completely useless at that point. He was on the ground and he was gathering energy for the Spirit Bomb to give it to Krillin. Fair enough. But Goku wasn't doing anything after he got beat by Great Ape Vegeta. It was Krillin and Gohan, and they definitely wasn't winning. Yajirobe, if he did not cut Vegeta's tail off, the story of Dragon Ball Z is over. The story of Dragon Ball Z is over. If Gohan goes Great Ape, his Great Ape is not beating Vegeta's Great Ape form. So, you count that if Super Saiyan Vegeta is already Great Ape, and you'd be like, oh, Gohan was the essential piece because he would become a Great Ape. If those two would have turned Great Ape, Gohan would have lost. And I think that's pretty much confirmed because Vegeta is able to control his Great Ape form, which is 10 times. Well, Gohan is just running around going amok. I think Vegeta would have easily beat the shit out of his Great Ape form, and the story would have been over. Only because Yajirobe cut Vegeta's tail off, and he was already weakened through the fight, and him cutting his tail off low-key weakened him even more. That's how the Z Fighters ended up beating the Saiyans. It was because Yajirobe. Yajirobe is the MVP of the Saiyan Saga. Because if he's not there, Dragon Ball Z is over. In the first arc, it's over. There's no debating this. It's over. You take Yajirobe out of that position where he cuts his tail off, it's over. So that's the video. Thanks everybody for watching. Next will be the Frieza Saga. I'll probably get to that one in probably like a week or two because I will have to rewatch that as well. And I'm rewatching all of Dragon Ball, and I just finished the Saiyan Saga, so I will be rewatching the Frieza Saga and telling y'all who was the MVP of that arc, and telling y'all who was from useful to useless in that arc. There's more people in that arc. There's Namekians, there's Dende, and all the other people. But I need to definitely rewatch that and pay more attention again because I haven't watched that arc since like 2009, 2010. It's been a long time. That's the Frieza Saga is the only arc that I have not seen in like 10 some years. 10 years plus. I watched certain arcs like recently. I've seen the Cell Saga about a couple years ago, about 4 or 5 years ago, but the Frieza Saga is the one I haven't seen in the longest time. And I'm kind of excited for that. And so thanks everybody for watching. Like and subscribe. I'm out. Peace.